Every criminal thinks they are smooth, but they eventually slip.
What do you think if they would have inspected and gave him a score for that bakery? What do you think the score would have been?
-0.
Lord.
It would have been a cold day in hell. It would have been a cold day, and hell is hot. Okay? It would have been a cold day in hell. They would have shut it down. They would have shut it down. Because you got books, or so-called, I don't even try to call it books. It's an insult to anybody who has knowledge and is an author. You plagiarize other people's shit. You go and get other people's recipes and try to change it, knowing that you can't add or multiply.
So, because that's been brought up, so you really think or know that the recipes are copied and plagiarized?
Listen.
Let us get up. Let us speak up. Oh, so we can be heard. Oh, so we can be heard.
3, 2, 1.
Disclaimer: all topics in this video are alleged and allegedly, and they are strictly for entertainment purposes only.
Let's do it. Donna, how are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Long way home, the intro. I love it.
Let's do it. Hey,
Chopping it up with you like veggies in a food processor for Thanksgiving dressing.
let's do it. Hey, let's go. Hey, let's do
Okay,
it.
we better be ready with that introduction.
Yeah, that was great. Jay's on point. Y'all interviews better be on point because Jay know what he's doing.
Take note.
Let's go. Hey, let's do it.
They everybody do watch you. When you doing your post about me, great job.
If you are not one of my apple pies, those are my subscribers. You better go ahead and subscribe. It's a billion, jillion, cajillion people here on YouTube, baby. You might not come across me again. Set your notifications to all. That way you'll get alerts when I upload a new video. Feel free to like, comment below, and share. Be sure to follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Click in this video descriptions. The links are at the bottom. Or click on my channel tabs. At the About tab, click the links below. Now, let's talk about it. As of the publishing date listed on this video, Darius Williams, also professionally known as Darius Cooks, has not been charged or convicted of any crimes. All participants in this docuseries have willingly agreed to participate and share their story, as well as answer questions pertaining to Darius Cooks Williams. All allegations are alleged. Now, here is part 3 of Palmer's story. Welcome to the Trap Bakery. If you need to get caught up on previous episodes, click in that description or go to the playlist.
I looked at that recipe for those cakes.
Mm-hmm.
You did not have no part in that recipe. You try to change it to make it yours, and that's where you went wrong. Because like I said, you can't add, can't multiply. And you're a professional thief. You should know how to do these two things very easily. And if you are going to, it's like you're selling something for $50 and somebody comes to you and tell you, oh, can I get 4? And you be like, oh, it's 150. And they're looking at you like, okay, I need 4. You're charging me for 3. Is it buy 4, pay for 3? Like, is it a sale? You know? double to the other $50. It's supposed to be $200 for 4. And that's the same thing with recipes. If it is 5 cups of flour and you have to do it times 4, it's supposed to be 20 cups and not 15. Because now your recipe is short 5 cups of flour. Is not going to come out the way it's supposed to come out. So this is what was going on in the beginning. He told me he was making, when he first started this bakery, he told me he was making cakes from his house and selling them. He didn't have one of these. He didn't have a home cottage license.
So he was bootlegging from his house.
Yeah. And he said it took him, he had, I think he said, Lord, I don't want to lie, because this was 2 years ago. I think he said he had like 600 cake orders, and it took him months to make it out of a small KitchenAid that only can make 2 cakes at a time. So imagine you order your cake in January, and this person does not have the equipment to make these orders. You're not getting your cake till probably July. And you want to know why your cake order is taking so long. And what I see people talking about is, oh, I got a label was created, because that's how they have it set up. Now, when they place an order, the system automatically sends out or a label has been created. No, it has not. When a label is being created, that means your item is supposed to be on its way to be shipped. Not in this case. No, the system is set up to send you a label was created today. I'm thinking, how is that possible? I just ordered the cake and you're not getting the cake till next week. So how was this label being created?
What do you think about his fans that call themselves the D-Hive? When he goes online, right, and he does the doxing, a lot of times he'll go on Instagram Live with the titles like the edibles kicking in, saying, you know, he's taking an edible, and he'll have the D-Hive come after somebody. What do you think of those fans that say the people are speaking out, oh, they're just hating on him, he's a black man that's trying to do something, and people are just hating on him?
They're a bunch of idiots. I call them the D-zombies. Okay? Because they're all brain dead.
1, 2, 3, the devil's after me. 4, 5, 6, he's always throwing bricks. 7, 8, he misses every time. Hallelujah, I'm free.
Something has to kick in. At some point in time, something has to kick in. You should not have a repeat of the same thing every single day. You following somebody, and every single day they come on live and they complain about the same thing. Or you have people coming into their lives and they asking you, where's my stuff? I ordered my stuff since December. And it's not just one person. I can see if it was one person and this one person is targeting you all the time, it is a lot of other people. Why would you then join the bandwagon and crucify these people? Why would you get and degrade women? Because most of them are women.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you get and degrade other women for complaining about spending money on a product that they didn't get? And then the way that you come out your mouth and talk about these women, I would not want nothing to do with you. Period. And that's why other people got doxxed, because they came out and they called him out on the nonsense. And you want to be petty like a kid, because this is really, I don't want to give it an excuse. This is really a child trapped in a 40-year-old man's body. Because the actions of this person is childish. You hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. You say something to me, I'm gonna say something meaner to you. This is some playground stuff. This is not a business person stuff. You do not see Amazon CEO acting like this. You do not see Apple CEO acting like this. Let's bring it down a notch, because those are billionaires. They will never see that kind of money. They ain't even gonna see billions, millions, as they claim. Nah, fake millionaire status. You not even a Rick Ross. You don't see Rick Ross out here dealing with Wingstop issues.
I've never heard of a Wingstop issue or a Checkers issue regarding Rick Ross the boss.
And if there is an issue, it is dealt the professional way. Because you always gonna have people complain.
Right.
Somebody gonna complain, oh, it was a wing short.
But not to this magnitude.
Not to this magnitude, no.
Let me ask you this, because this is a question I've asked a few people. Do you think if his fan base, like you said, is largely women, right? But if these were, let's say, white women, do you think this issue would still be going on and he would be able to get away with this?
No. No. And why I say that is because these people pick up the phone. They might call you one time, or they might try to get in contact with you one time. Might just go twice.
Mm-hmm.
But that 30 mil, it's not coming to you. It's going to people in high places. Your mayor is going to get a letter. Your governor is going to get a letter. The BBB is going to get a letter. The USDA is going to get a few phone calls. But we stand aside. Now, let me just not let me not put myself in that circle of fools. These fools stand by, and I've seen a few clippings of, oh, it's okay. I guess I'll swallow that. What? You must be living great to let somebody come. You pay them $100 for this rusty ass skillet that on Alibaba is worth probably $5 or $10, because that's where they're ordering their stuff from, and coming and selling it to you for $100, 10 times what it is worth. This is really some price gouging.
Was that merchandise there then? At the skillets and all that?
No.
It was there? Oh.
No, they weren't in that. You know, they changed their scams regularly.
Oh.
More than they take a bath. If they bathe as much as they do these scams, they'll be fresh as the morning sunshine.
If he wanted you to come work for him again, if Darius Cooks wanted you to work for him again, and if he said, hey, I'm rectifying this situation, I'm getting right with my customers, and I want you back on my team, would you work with him again?
Get right with God. Don't get right with me. Do not get right with me. That thing. No, baby. Nah. I used to play my gospel music on my way to work. I brought a speaker. As soon as I get in there, I blast my gospel music. So when that demon walks in, I'm prepared. That demon can tell you that I have my gospel music playing. It will walk by, it will say, hey, or good morning, and it will go straight in the office. I say, yes, demon, go back there and hide. Yeah, I no. I thought it was over when I went and got my scales from down there. I had to call the police. Yes.
Why did you have to call the police?
I had 2 scales down there. I paid $56 for each scale. When I left down there, the other baker was there. His name was Eric. He would be there, like if they had gotten any like orders or whatever. I guess maybe like 10 cakes or whatever. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just leave in my scales. I was already working at Amazon anyway. I said, well, when you decide to leave, because we were both getting ready. We said we were going to leave in December. I decided to leave earlier because I was like, I'm not going on there to make 10 cakes because at that time the orders had fell off a lot.
Was it because of the issues that the orders fell off?
Probably. But they were more so into pushing the pack of lies that they were selling than the cakes. Pack of lies was their focus. So then he got Eric to start packing books to make up for the money, to make up for the time. I was like, no, I'm not no packer. I'm a baker. We ain't got no cakes. I gotta find somebody else to do. So when Eric decided to leave, he called me. He said, Palmer, I'm leaving. I said, you have my skills. He said, oh no, I forgot. I left the skills there. I said, okay, I will text the dummy and tell him to come and get my skills. But at that time, I had already blocked him out of my phone, but I was still able to send him a message. So I sent him a message telling him, I'm coming down there on Monday. When I get off at 6 o'clock, I'm going to drive from Stone Mountain to Sandy Springs, and I'll come get my skills. I said, well, just leave them outside the door. Got down there. His truck was outside. I knocked on the door. He pushed his head out, like just the head. And he was like, I said, I came to get my skills. He was like, didn't you get my message? But if I block you, your message is going to go to block message. So I was not really paying too much attention to that. Like, I'm standing right here, coming to get my skills. He was like, I told you I was going to mail your skills. I was like, mail my skills? I was like, mail my skills for what? I'm standing right here. I said, did you mail them already? No. I said, so I'm standing right here. Just give me my skills. He was like, didn't you hear what I said? I'm going to mail your scales. I said, why are you acting like this? Why are you being vindictive? I said, I have not done anything to you. I had to move on and go get me something to do because you didn't have nothing else in here for me to do. But I need my skills. Oh, didn't you hear what I said? I said, I'm gonna mail your skills. And he closed the door. So I said, oh, he must think that I'm Boo-Boo the Fool. I went back to my car and I called 911. Police, this is Sandy Springs. Police came in 5 minutes. She came, she asked me what was the problem. I told her, I showed her my phone with the Amazon invoices for my scales. And she said, okay, stand right here by your car. She said, what is his name? That probably was the last time I ever called that demon's name. She went to the door and she knocked on the door. He pushed his head out. She went in. She got my scales. She came out. Then this idiot, gotta have the last word. Oh, she know what the name of the business is, referring to me, and laughed. I didn't care. Like I came to get my skills, and that's what I got.
1, 2, 3, the devil's after me. 4, 5, 6, he's always throwing bricks. 7, 8, 9, he misses every time.
Those are my taxes that I had to put to work. I got my skills, and I got in my car, and I went home. 7 months later is when I saw the Black Enterprise. Was it Black Enterprise or AJC or whatever that was calling him a scammer, a fraud, a thief? Yeah. So then I responded. There was a comment section And I think my comment was like a page long about my experiences with this thing. And it just went crazy from there till now. I refuse to keep quiet until this demon is in handcuffs and shackled to some pole or cage or something out there.
So people that are watching this, that are hearing your story, that are hearing other people's stories, that can see it from somebody else's point of view, what would you say to them? Like, if they're confused now and they hear these stories, what would you say to them to let them know that this is serious and this has been happening to people? You've seen the working conditions, you worked there, you saw that it wasn't accredited, no food inspection, no taking out the trash, it's trash piled up, maggots, sink issues, ceiling issues. What would you say to people that don't know about this and think he's a legitimate business owner, baker, cook?
Go to Google. Everybody's not lying. People have lives. People have things to do. Why would hundreds or even thousands of people pick on one person? There's so many people in the world. Why would somebody just choose you out of the bunch? Because it's a thief, it's a scammer, it is a predator. You do not believe people's words. Go on the internet, type their name in and see what comes up. Accredited journalists are not going to put their career on the line to speak lies. Not just one of them, 2, 3, 4, a whole bunch of people are coming together and talking about one person in particular. Meanwhile, there's other serious issues in the world, but this for other people are serious too. Because if we allow it to continue, other people are going to get hurt. We are trying to avoid something happening to this demon at the hands of somebody else. I don't wish it on anybody. But there's going to be one person that you're going to push too far. One person you're going to push too far. And if this idiot is listening, dummy, what I got to tell you is you got to be careful who you sell tickets to. You don't got no security. You don't got nobody checking IDs. You just go into a door and opening a door to somebody else's house and just letting people in. You do not know who you opening the door for. It only take that $215 to get in. And that one person wants to get at you, there's nothing that you can do. Because they don't care about that $215. They aim and their goal is to hurt you. They don't, some people get to that point where I don't have nothing to lose. I don't care.
Yeah.
They have a breaking point, and the right person hasn't been broken yet. And I hope it never does, because I don't want anybody to have to get into that kind of problems. You losing your livelihood and all that other kind of stuff. Karma is dealing with this demon. Piece by piece by piece, it is falling apart. Just watch it. It is falling apart. Can't sleep at night. You and your conscience at night, it's only you and your conscience. You're not on that life. They can't save you when the lights go off. You can't stand on there 24 hours a day. You're trying. But you and the dark at night, it's a battle. It's a battle. That's why you gotta take all these edibles, and that's why you gotta do all these drugs and all this other stuff that you're taking. It's not helping. You gotta get right. You gotta get right. Not only with the people that you have scammed, but you gotta get right with God and get right seriously. Don't just go and fake a prayer, because he knows if you're lying or if you're not. Get right before it's too late. Get right before it's too late. I don't like you. That's you can take that to the bank and cash it. I do not like you. Never will like you. But you got some people that hate. And you getting on live and you grinning. And you laughing and you enjoying what you're doing and you encouraging other people to cause harm to other people. These people have become accessories to crimes. They're going to get dealt with.
I could snap and come to one of these events because you con them out of their money.
You have people that you gave out their numbers and talked about their sisters and talked about their kids and talk about having people put their numbers online and having people to call them. And these people, that's why I keep telling you, this is not a human. I don't think it's a human alive walking around that have this much control over another group, hundreds of thousands of people. You have this much control. You just tell them, oh, here's your number. Here's this guy's number. I need you guys to call him and make his life miserable. And without question, they all pick up their phones and call this man and terrorize him.
I don't think people know, if you call or text a person, right? We can say, I'm getting calls or I'm getting harassed from this number. The phone company, whoever your cell phone company, can't give us that information, but the police can legally pull texts, can pull phone records. They can pull all that information. So if you're calling, doxing people for this man, when the police roll up on you with this police report of texting harassing, he's not going to get you. Darius Cooks is not going to help you if you have charges against you for harassment.
They have, the police can send a warrant to these phone carriers. A judge can issue a warrant for you to get phone records. And you getting caught up in somebody else's mess, and they opening their mouth and blatantly telling everybody, oh, some of my followers work for T-Mobile and AT&T, and that's how they're pulling your background check. Now you implicating these people. You're not going down by yourself. That's why I keep telling you, it's not a human. It has no feeling, no sympathy, no nothing. If somebody's even doing that for you, if you cared about these people as you said you care about them, why are you dragging them all down with you when you told them clearly to do it? One day I was here in my room, and one of the girls who followed me, we became like really close. She texted me and she said, Palmer, she sent me the clips. She was like, oh, he's on live showing your pay stub. I was like, what?
He showed your pay stub online. Why?
To show people my overtime. He was trying to implicate that I was stealing time. Like, I want to be on my feet 15, 16 hours a day. Wasn't for me. It was so that your customers can get their cakes. Showed all my information. So I did one up. I shut it down. I did one up. I went outside on my deck. I had my license to carry out there. And I put it up there on the live. And I gave him a message because I know it was going to get back to him because I don't follow that demon. I do not follow it at all. I'm not interested in nothing that you got to say unless somebody sent a clip and I try to scroll it all the way up. I can hear your voice, but I don't have to see your face. I went out there on my deck and I had that license to carry card in my hand. And I put it up.
Really bothered you because you stand up for yourself. Like some of the people that he's doxed or victimized say the things that he does, but do you think because you like no nonsense, that's why he knows not to play with you like that?
He knows who to play with. This is no dummy. Okay? He acts like a dummy. He got some kind of smarts in that brain. It's not a dummy. A bully knows who to bully. A bully knows who to bully. A bully will pick the weakest of the weak out and target that person and break them down and embarrass them. That's what a bully do. But no, we're not going to play that over here. We're not going to play that over here. Atlanta would not be big enough. And this is what I told this dummy and his followers. And I know it got back to him because I don't follow him. So he's blocked on all of my pages. So he can't see me and I can't see him. But other people follow him that I know that follows me. And you do all this whole back and forth thing. That's why I started deleting a whole bunch of people because I'm like, you cannot be two-faced around me. Because I don't want to turn my back and you behind me and stab me in my back. We're not going to do that. What pisses me off is you're letting him tear down your Black community that has all of these issues already. And they're out there and they're looking in and they're seeing a Black man. They don't have to come in and do the work. They do not have to come in and do the work. You are doing the work. You're breaking Black women down, taking their little pennies, taking their Social Security check, taking their pensions, and don't give a damn.
That was Palmer's explosive conclusion for Welcome to the Trap Bakery. Be sure to tune in for the next episode.
Let us get up. Let us speak up. Oh, so we can be heard. Oh, so we can be heard.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it. Come on. Let's do it. Let's roll. Let's do it. Let's move. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it.